Elon Musk, a name that shook the world of cars and technology. But deep in the heart of Zimbabwe, a daring new generation is not just catching up, they are changing the whole game. Cars that power themselves, no fuel, no smoke, endless drive. And Tesla, this time, may not be ready for what's coming. Welcome to the new center of clean energy change. This isn't California. This isn't China. This is Zimbabwe. The unbelievable discovery begins here. In a dusty workshop at the edge of Harare, surrounded by simple tools, solar coils, and reused metal sheets, a small group of young Zimbabwean engineers has done something automakers in Silicon Valley once said could never be done. They created a car that powers itself, not half electric, not solar assisted, but a machine that makes and reuses its own electricity as it moves. It doesn't stop to charge. It doesn't plug into anything. It just runs endlessly. One of the young engineers, only 26, says with a smile, "Why stop to refill when your car can create its own power?" Then comes Elon Musk. When Tesla's team heard about this project, their reaction wasn't to laugh. It was to worry. Leaked Tesla reports from inside the company show engineers asking, what if they figured out the loop return system? Can a vehicle power itself without overheating? Are we too late? Musk hasn't said anything in public, but insiders at Giga Berlin confirmed that Tesla has quietly started a new division focused on self-loop propulsion. But maybe it's too late. Zimbabwe's hidden advantage comes through its prototype, named ZG1, short for Zimbabwe Generation 1. It uses a smart mix of magnetic regeneration, kinetic energy storage, and layered electric fields. But even more amazing than the technology is its cost. The whole car costs less than $5,000 to make, not $50,000 like a Tesla Model Y or $100,000 like a Lucid Air. Just $5,000. In a place where people value every dollar, that price isn't just innovation, it's freedom. Meanwhile, in Detroit, Tokyo, and Stuttgart, big auto companies are in chaos. If cars like these can grow in numbers, the entire electric car system could fall apart. No more charging stations, no battery swap centers, no lithium mining, no big middlemen. It's not just skipping oil companies anymore. It's skipping the whole energy industry. One African innovation leader said it clearly. We're not trying to compete. We're trying to make their whole system unnecessary. But this is more than a car. It's a movement. Across Zimbabwe, the ZG1 is already being tested on dirt roads, city streets, and long highways. After more than 100,000 kilometers, it has used no fuel, no plug-in charging, and created zero pollution. Engineers in Kenya, Ghana, and Nigeria have joined forces to form what's now called the Electric Pan-African Alliance. Their target is to produce 100,000 self-powered vehicles every month. By 2026, the Western world is starting to resist. The shock from Zimbabwe's new cars has reached global governments and powerful business circles. Emails leaked from Europe's top auto groups warn that this could destroy their whole industry and urge quick lobbying to mark self-charging cars as unsafe or outside regulations. In Washington, lobbyists backed by oil and lithium mining companies are already writing new laws to block these imports. Their message is simple. If a car doesn't use known battery systems, it must be dangerous. But while they debate, Africa moves forward. This isn't just another tech rivalry. It's now a battle within the electric car world. On one side, Tesla, Rivian, BYD, and all those that depend on battery factories and fast charging networks. On the other side, a growing movement from the global south, led by Zimbabwe's Maxwell Group. Their invention is so efficient and simple, it flips the global energy economy upside down. Charging optional, batteries small, supply chain local. Africa is no longer a buyer of technology, it's a maker. And the Western companies are struggling because this kind of innovation doesn't need a billion-dollar startup or fancy investors. But not everyone powerful is against Maxwell's rise. Some are joining in. In a surprising twist, India's Mahindra Motors has started quiet discussions with Zimbabwean engineers, proposing to build these self-powered cars for the South Asian market. From Brazil to Bangladesh, countries that were left behind in past tech revolutions are lining up to license Maxwell's open source energy circuits. Even rich investors from Southeast Asia are pulling money from crypto and artificial intelligence to fund regenerative energy projects. What started as a small dream in Zimbabwe is now a worldwide movement to end Western control of the electric vehicle world. Inside a steel workshop outside Bulawayo, Maxwell's main team works day and night, not just to build more cars, but to make their regenerative system even better. Their dream, a car that can power your home when parked, to create self-charging city buses, to turn delivery trucks into moving power stations. But they're under pressure. Reports suggest that lawsuits are coming, and spies have tried to steal their designs. Digital hacking attempts have also been discovered. But Maxwell's team doesn't seem afraid. We expected this, says one lead developer. We're not only building cars, we're building freedom. As rumors spread of hacking and stolen files, a surprising truth comes out. A secret tech investor, believed to be a former Tesla insider, is secretly funding Maxwell's revolution. No public name, no interviews, but digital money trails lead to crypto wallets tied to secure labs and clean energy startups in Estonia and Nairobi. Whoever this person is, they seem to be playing a long, careful game. And they aren't alone. An anonymous message leaks. This isn't just a fight of technology, it's a fight against old empires. Innovation alone won't win. It needs disruption. And soon, the disruption begins spreading like wildfire. It starts in Lagos, then Kinshasa, then Sao Paulo. Within weeks, local inventors begin creating modified versions of Maxwell's design. In small workshops and underground labs, young builders retrofit old fuel cars with self-charging systems, using spare parts, scrap metals, and cheap solar materials. These cars aren't just machines anymore. They've become symbols, symbols of independence and control. Proof that people can say no to oil, no to charging fees, no to monopolies. Maxwell's dream has turned into a global grassroots movement that no one can shut down. Back in the US, Tesla is panicking. In a rare press meeting, Elon Musk appears on stage, his tone sharp but calm. We are moving faster than ever. Tesla is working on its own energy-independent vehicles, but insiders know the truth. Tesla's research team didn't see this coming. Their focus on dense lithium batteries can't yet match Maxwell's results. And as Zimbabwe's patents spread worldwide, Tesla faces a hard truth. They're not leading anymore. They're following. For a company built on disruption, being disrupted is the worst fate possible. At the African Innovation Summit in Addis Ababa, Zimbabwe's Minister of Technological Development takes the spotlight. Before journalists from 40 countries, she declares, "We are opening Maxwell's technology to the entire world through a shared cooperative license. Let everyone use, improve, and evolve it." No control, no monopoly. This belongs to humanity. The crowd cheers. Western governments scramble. For the first time since the Industrial Revolution, the global south is setting the rules. Just days later, everything changes. Countries from Vietnam to Venezuela, Pakistan to the Philippines rush to download the open source blueprints. The designs are secure, blockchain protected, and spreading faster than any court can block. Students, universities, and small towns start building their own versions for bikes, boats, drones, even backup generators. The world's question shifts from how much power can you buy to how fast can you adopt it. Meanwhile, oil prices collapse. Nations that depend on oil panic. Emergency meetings are held in Riyadh. In Texas, oil lobbyists flood Washington with billion-dollar pleas to regulate this new African-born technology. But markets move faster than politics. Crude oil prices fall sharply. Lithium stocks crash. Traditional car makers lose billions overnight. A major headline reads, "The African tech quake. Is this the end of big energy?" At the same time, Zimbabwe's innovation fund explodes with over $100 billion in global donations. Maxwell, once targeted, is now the most protected man in Africa, guarded by elite security and adored by millions who see him as the symbol of a free world. Elon Musk finally speaks again. In an intense interview, he says, "We support open innovation, but releasing unregulated, powerful technology without safety rules is dangerous. You can't just throw high energy systems into public use without testing." But to many, it sounds like an excuse. Tesla's new independent series of semi charging cars is being compared to Maxwell's tech, and it doesn't measure up. The internet's response? Too little, too late. Then, another shock. From Harare, Zimbabwe announces a new space project backed by African and BRICS nations, Maxwell Airborne Energy Systems. Their mission? To build self-powered drones, satellites, and even spacecraft. The ultimate dream, an African-made, self-powered space shuttle that regenerates its own energy forever. The world is no longer watching Africa catch up. It's watching Africa lead. A year passes since the breakthrough. The streets of Harare, Johannesburg, Nairobi, and Accra are filled with quiet, glowing cars that never need charging. Not Teslas, not Toyotas, Maxwells. Built by Africans, powered by Africans. Old gas stations are turned into public tech spaces where people upgrade their vehicles with new Maxwell modules. The newest one, version 6.2, just came out. Europe is trying to copy the system. China has built its own variant. America is still arguing in Congress. Maxwell himself avoids fame. He lives quietly, off the grid, teaching students and working on clean energy projects. When asked why he gave away his billion-dollar idea, he once told a young inventor, "The goal was never to be rich. The goal was to make energy free, travel free, and imagination free." That quote now stands on a monument in Harare, where thousands gather every year for the Maxwell Innovation Summit, now known as the New Davos of Clean Energy. Elon Musk has moved on too. Tesla now builds electric aircraft powered by regenerative turbines, a clear echo of Maxwell's ideas. Even Musk admits that Maxwell didn't just change technology, he changed history. Experts call it the Maxwell moment, the day Africa stopped following revolutions and started creating them. From Harare to the skies, from scrap metal to space travel, from self-powered buses to planes that never refuel, Maxwell didn't just build a car, he built a movement, and in doing so, he reminded the world of something simple but powerful. Genius has no address, and innovation belongs to everyone,